Well, I'm trying to find a recording here. I just made a phone call. Hold on. I just made a phone call to Bank Card Services Genesis Credit Company. Now, where and how did they get involved? Well, I was thinking about buying a Bowflex because I'm telling you, as much as I hate the business how they do business, I owned one a few years back before we lived on the boat, and we had a house on the lake. Everything was fine. We owned a Bowflex, and it worked. All right, and it worked great. We moved on the boat. I had no room for it. I sold the thing. Now I'm thinking about buying another one. However, in the interim, I decided I was going to buy a Max Trainer. So I got them on the phone, and they set me up with a line of credit, and I said, we'll order the Max Trainer. So it's on order. Next thing I know, it's going to take up to 30 to 45 days, a minimum of 30. 45 more like it. Possibly more, but not likely. That's before it's shipped. Okay? So after a few days go by, I had an opportunity to try one. And I didn't like it. It was a very hard learning curve. I felt very uncomfortable on it. So at that point I decided, well, I'm going to call up and cancel the Max Trainer, and at that point order the Nautilus treadmill that they had. They have two. They had the smaller one and the larger one. I went for the larger one. I was talking to the salesperson, and in talking with him, you know, he said, I said, again, excuse me for mumbling here, but I said to him, how long is it going to take? Because the 30 to 45 days is ridiculous. He says, it'll be at your door within a week to 10 days. Oh, okay, I can deal with that. Let's do it. So he takes the order. Well, he also said that I would receive an email when it's shipped. Well, I haven't received anything. And this is going back on the 11th or the 12th, actually. I don't know what they have on this bill. I can't show you the bill. Okay, they have, well, that's the due date. I don't know. Anyway, I called up. I'm trying to figure out where it is. They shipped it on the 13th. I said, okay, can you tell me where it is? I can't tell you that. JB Hunt, though, once they receive it, they'll contact you and let you know when it could be shipped and whatever. They'll make arrangements. Oh, well, okay. So it's being shipped to JB Hunt from another shipper of some sort. So, yes. Well, who's the other shipper? I don't know that. Well, where is it in the other shipper's hands? I don't know that. Well, I just called Nautilus Shipping Tracking Department, and you're telling me you can't answer the question. You know that it left your building on the 13th, and that's all you know? I don't believe that. Well, that's another department. Well, then get me to that other department. She transfers me. The other department gets on the phone to tell me JB Hunt picked it up on the 13th. So there wasn't a secondary. JB Hunt is the original from pickup to deliver. I said, oh, so JB Hunt picked it up on the 13th. Yes. Well, then I'll call JB Hunt. Because there was no reason for me to call them if they hadn't received it yet. Because they can't tell me anything. And according to the first person, there was a different shipper involved, all right, that was shipping it to JB Hunt. So anyway, JB Hunt is the only one involved here. I called JB Hunt, trying to find out where it is. We picked it up on the 13th. Well, I know that. I was already told that. I like to know where it is. We don't know where it is yet. It's not here. All right. It usually takes, 10 days or so. All right. I says, okay. I says, well, the 13th, today is the 23rd. All right. And she says, well, hold on. She comes back, 10 working days. Okay. She says, so you should see it not this Friday. Well, not me, them. They should have it in their local, wherever it is here, not this Friday, maybe next Friday, but the latest, the following Friday. So that's 3 Fridays now. Well, wait a minute. Well, what happened to the 10 days? Even with weekends, off, which, however, I told her, I don't believe for a minute that your cross-country truck driver on a Friday afternoon at 5 o'clock is going to pull off the road, park the truck, lock it up, and take a plane home, or go sleep in a hotel for the weekend. Over the roads are over the roads. They drive 24/7. When he gets out of the truck, another one jumps in. All right, jump seats. If they're not going to have another one jump in, and that's his rig all the time, the trailer gets dropped, and he grabs the trailer and runs. All right, the product is always moving. So this weekends and weekday thing, forget about it. You're not talking to a juvenile here. Yeah. So now you're telling me we're talking 25 days to get something from California to Connecticut. Was he driving backwards? Now this is what I'm telling her. So anyway, I said, you know what, forget about it. I call up the seller, Nautitrack or whatever it is, Nautilus, which is also part of Bowflex, Universal, and Schwinn, and a few other ones. They own them all. I want to cancel the order. Can't do that. Why can't I? Well, you're going to have to pay shipping fees. I can't cancel it. It's going to have to be set up as a return. No. See, if it goes as a return, I paid shipping to get it here, which is $300, by the way. And then you want me to pay another $300 to ship it back. Okay? See, this is a way in how they catch you, because, oh shit, I don't like it, but I don't want to spend $300 to send it back and not have anything. So this is what they, So anyway, I said, it ain't going to happen that way, pal. I says, I have not yet received it. According to J.B. Hunt, it's at least 3 weeks away from me. And if I go by what I think, that's telling me it's still in California. It's probably still sitting out in the back truck someplace waiting for you to fill up the truck. So I am not going to pay shipping, nor am I going to pay shipping to return something that I haven't even got yet, that I can't see or have or hold or touch for at least another 3 weeks. So you do what you got to do and get back to me. So that took care of that. Now what I did do is I called up Genesis. Where are they? Genesis. Anyway, that's the bill. I had to hide a lot of it. They gave me an extraordinary credit line. Now, if I was going to buy more, which at one time I was thinking of it, the credit line would be okay. It wouldn't bother me. However, seeing that I'm not going to use this company again, I don't need that credit line. Because that credit line actually hurts you. So if anybody goes out and wants to get a credit card or wants to charge something, and it's $400 or $500, and they give you a $2,000 or $3,000 credit line, your creditors, your other people that you may apply for credit, a car loan or a bank or a mortgage for a house, they look at that as to what you actually owe. They're not saying, oh, she only owes $500. He only owes $500. They look at it as to the credit line is $2,500. They're capable of spending $2,500. So that's what we have to appraise them at. That's what we have to figure into the equation, what we think is okay for them to spend on buying a home. Because if we look at it as $500 and they're borderline, and now they go and spend another $2,000 on that credit card, right, now they wouldn't have been able to apply for that loan because it would have put them under. All right? It's a debt to income ratio thing, okay? So the credit lines are going to hurt you. Don't think because they give you a big credit line that, whoa, I'm all in. No, 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 no. You got a $500 item, they give you a $2,500 credit line. You know what? Maybe a good idea to tell them, drop it to $700. I don't need a $2,500 credit line because they're banking on you bringing it up. And if you don't, you go to buy something else, that other person is going to say, you can spend $2,500 with them. That means if you do, you're not going to be able to afford this with me. So I'm not going to give you your credit. All right. Now the wife and I naturally are thinking about buying another house. We're moving. I don't want everybody to be giving me high credit lines because they can drive my credit score so down by giving me these high credit lines because of only earning so much that I could be refused a mortgage over that. All right, you see where I'm talking? Now that's not going to happen, you know, in my case, but it could happen in some cases. So I just recorded a conversation with Genesis because the bimbo on the phone was telling me she can't do that. It cannot be done. This is after I've already argued with her over something else. But anyway, she put a supervisor on the phone after I told her I was done talking with her. And then she continued to talk. I said, I told you I was done talking with you. Anyway, I have it on here. It's about 10 minutes worth of recording. If I can find it, I'm going to put it up. So beware, because if I find it, I'm posting it. All right? Catch you later, guys.